Hello again, and welcome back to the 10th episode of the Rhovanion campaign of 4th Age Total War Dominion of Men, a modification for Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. I am Wambat, or Wombat, as you please. So I've finally got my boom, so that has helped with my setup here. It's keeping my laptop and its enormous fans farther away from my microphone, so reduce background noise. So I'm hoping you'll get a much crisper narration for the campaign. So 10 episodes means we're 10% of the way to syndication, which is always good to look forward to. Got to start my retirement plans about this age. One of the things I do appreciate about being able to step away and having to go rendering and uploading and so forth these episodes is that it does help me to think before I move on to the next turn. And in this case, that's a great advantage because I was about to make a mistake up here at Lithmorchant, forgetting that I am indeed allied with Adunibar. That means I don't have to maintain a siege of this settlement and very likely have it broken by the independent peoples. I can allow Adunibar to attack this settlement and then simply leave the battle and cause Adunibar to fail in taking the settlement, meanwhile allowing them to take out most of this garrison for me. So that would be a very convenient thing to do. I'm just going to lift my siege before ending my turn. And here we go. We'll see if that turns out to be a successful tactic. While it is very nice to have my laptop further away from the action here to reduce background noise, it does mean that I don't get to listen to the game while I'm recording because the sound is running through my laptop and my earphones are not long enough. The cord isn't long enough, but I'll see if I can get an extension for that. It's kind of unfortunate because... Ooh. What? Adunibar decided not to attack? I'm pretty sure independent peoples are supposed to be... Oh, no, they are. I was just reading it wrong. There's Adunibar right there, and I'm helping them in their attack. And alright. So all I have to do is just get my guys right to the edge of the battlefield. I think I can actually have them go right off the battlefield. Anyway, I'll get them far away from the battle. And that way when I cause Adunibar to lose this battle, I won't end up losing men myself. Let's see. I think this is going to be my path of retreat because that's where I was on the campaign map. Go ahead and send my guys off the field right now. Actually, I kind of... Can you stop? There we go. I forget if I would lose the battle immediately upon leaving the field or not. Rather don't want to risk having Adunibar not take out a lot of these men. So I'll wait until Adunibar is just about finished killing off the independent peoples here before leaving the battlefield entirely. Boy, they started far away from the edge. What sort of guys do they have here? Just swordsmen? Oh, they got some... Oh, this is good news, because that means they're probably going to try exchanging arrow fire with the enemy, which means they'll take some darkbow casualties, and darkbows are a pain. I'm more than happy to see some of them die. But I think I was about to say that traditionally, up until I guess, last episode, the 9th episode, I guess inclusive of the 9th episode, I liked to upload my videos, let them be published, and then go ahead and record the next video after it had time for some input or feedback from the community. But it's taking so long to upload these 1080p episodes that I feel like that would retard the publication too much. So, oh, I should be fast forwarding here. Looks like I was wrong about the line of retreat. Let's see what they're going to do here. Okay, these are hunters, and they should just be firing arrows at these fellows, but instead it looks like they're just going to run up and get themselves killed. What can you do? I can tell you, if they were fighting me, they would have sat back and thrown some arrows my way. Morons. Oh dear. And everybody's out of the square, which means the Dunabar could win. Oh, I've got to be careful now. I have to look at these guys and see how close they are to retreating and end this battle right when they're about to break. Why are they behaving this way? It's so ridiculous. Have somebody in the square. You would always have somebody in the square if you were fighting me. They're just shooting their own men in the back. What's weird is they're not really shooting their own men in the back. If I were using this kind of setup, my guys would have been slaughtered already by my own arrows. These guys are still eager. They're not making very effective volleys. I wonder if this is because they are on top of each other like this. Still feeling eager. Steady. Uh-oh.
General is running away. This is no
Steady,
way for
steady.
to behave, but in battle it's beyond belief.
Shaken. They're both shaken. This is like the worst. This is the worst. Well, it's okay. But still, we're going to end this battle, and they're going to have... They're probably going to recover nearly all the men that they lost. This is really quite lame. I can't really let it go any further than this, or everybody's going to rout and I'll lose. So apparently my men can leave the field without the battle ending, so that's good. Exit, yes. And they got 31 of those Adunabar guys. That's impressive. How did I sustain a casualty? You've got to be kidding me. That is some BS. Okay, let's see if we can find out how many guys. So just 2 units left. So that's probably just going to be 2 units of bowmen. Probably full up as well. The most annoying units to be left. Made 12,000 last turn, and look at this, our treasury is already over 100k. We are on, well, let's go ahead and save. We are on turn 17, so only 17 turns to get to 100k with what is very likely the weakest faction in a financial sense. Well, Northrune is probably weaker than Rhovanion. Save. But they probably aren't so far apart that capturing Belligant wouldn't make all the difference in either case. So with Northrune, you're very well positioned to capture Belligant right away. What else we have here? Built a market. Well, that's nice. Can't find out which one of these is going. Oh, look, we finally got some discounts on building in this location. Everything's super expensive, however. This is the one that would let me build nobles. So I'll probably, after I'm done with these 2 projects, go ahead and build those hosting halls, pump out some nobles in this location. Alright, thank you. Let's get some more hunters going. Oh my goodness, we've gone right through the population here. Okay, can't get any more foresters out of them. Can still get foresters out of this location. They're going to be used up pretty soon. Let's see here. I can, here, I can get an emissary there. Alright, so what's next to do? We've got all of our fords blocked up. That's very nice. Let's go ahead and have this guy stand here. We can send our horsemen somewhere more useful. I'll start sending him down this direction. Okay, what can we do here? I could start sending these foresters over to get retrained to have better skill. Oh, and I need to replace these bowman mercenaries with some foresters. I'll send my next unit over here, I guess. Okay. What shall our spy do? Is there anybody that we can gain experience off of? That's not good. Nope. Nope. Looking for 90% or better. Looks like the best I'm going to do is 100%, so I'll go ahead and take advantage of that. Actually, let's see if these elves can be spied upon. They can be, but it's not much better. I'll just keep going to the settlement. At the very least, I doubt it'll have an effect here, because Heroth is too central to the Empire. Oh. How about these guys? Nope, still 100. But in some cases, it can be useful to put a spy in, for example, more border settlements. Even if you can't get them to rebel, you can force the AI to reduce the taxes level in the settlement to compensate and make sure there no rebellions are happening. And that's advantageous because that means less income for the other faction. And it can very often be a sufficient amount of difference to warrant the expense of the spy that turn. So it's a way of making your agents pay for themselves. Do we have any attacking to do this turn? We are going to make an attack on this settlement. But how? Probably with our hunters. How many hunters we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we can do 4 hunters each time. So it's kind of a 55, 60, okay. I'm going to leave the slingers out of it so they don't get slaughtered. And the mercenaries as well, since they... Actually, I think I can reinforce these mercenaries up here at Rhovanion, but that will reduce their skill level. So, not something I'm eager to do.
Captain. Yes, Captain. Sir.
Alright, so let's get paid for attacking the settlement.
Yes.
Go ahead and save. Okay, still have one more faction to get money from. Who was it? Who did I forget? Was it Dale? Yep.
I shall speak with them at once.
Okay, so I think I decided earlier I want to attack with 1, 2, 3, 4 units. I'm going to include one of these horsemen as well to ride down any retreaters. I don't really need to do that. Just attack with these 4 guys.
Splitting the troops. Engage the enemy. Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir.
And get some more money. Alright, let's go ahead and make our first attack. I'll save first. Here we go. Yep, we are dealing with just a couple of units of archers. I'm hoping I can get this done without losing more than, say, 10 men. Go ahead and start over here. I'm going to start near the border so that I can just immediately start shooting at this guy. That'll probably be spawning. Most likely he'll spawn right here. I won't want to lose any time attacking him. Yep, there he is. Let's hope this works out. Let me just fast forward. There aren't too many tactics I can employ here. Come on, kill him off. Very good. So I lost, what, 7 or 8 men there? This is going to be more difficult, because he's going to be able to shoot at me while I'm on my way to him. I wish there was just one good approach. There really isn't. I wonder if this one would be good over here. So it'd be really nice if I could get above this crest before he could fire on me. I'm gonna see if maybe I can from this side. We'll go ahead and fast forward until I get into position. Okay, looks like they're repositioning here. They may be coming down to shoot at my men. Yes, I believe they are. That is not acceptable. How to deal with that? Okay, if he's going to actually come out to shoot at my men, then this is probably the better approach over here. Sorry to make this particular engagement last so long. It's interesting how far he's willing to come out of the square. If he comes all the way down to ground level, I just turn around and shoot at him. Oh, crap. He has gotten into range of my guys and is getting ready to shoot at them. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose a few. Yep, damn! Okay, let's try... Yeah, he's just going to go back in now. Rotten little bastard. That was evil. Considering the disadvantage I'm under here in my approach, I'm probably going to end up losing more than 10 men for this battle. I've already lost 9, I believe. I'll probably lose at least another 10 just in the engagement with this guy. Particularly because I'm not eliminating him, I'm only bringing him down to a few men. But fortunately, these units can be replenished. I'm going to go ahead and change to tightened unit spacing. So I think it's going to be more important that I get my guys into place quickly than that they are spaced out. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. I'm going to walk my guys about out here. He's coming out to shoot at my men, so my hope is that he will continue to move out to shoot at my men far enough that he will have to come down to ground. Nope, he's not going to. This is the problem with trying to take out a ranged unit in the town square. There really is no good approach. All of these approaches are really too narrow. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do then is just run forward. I'm going to have to run my men up here and just start firing as soon as I get into place. No! 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 I've captured the settlement. God damn it, this is annoying. Honestly, I probably would have done better to maintain my siege over the AI turn, because then I would have had some axemen in the center of town rather than these bowmen, potentially. Well, no, I probably would have had both. But damn it, it's just so hard when you've got bowmen, you can't outrange them. Well, at least did I recover any men? Casually healed only 3. That was a pretty pathetic result. I'm feeling really incompetent right now. There is naught that you can do other than to resist, with hope or without it, says Elrond. But honestly, there is some strategies you can evoke, and I am failing in that respect. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and occupy. Jiminy Christmas, what can we do? Nothing good. Wow, this is setting me back. When they revolt again, if they just revolt again with a bunch of hunters, well, it's not going to be any fun. Well, there's a lesson to me. Should not have claimed this settlement to begin with. Okay, well, I could just hold on to it and start developing the settlement. Dunamar seems to be willing to respect our alliance for right now anyway. Okay, what I'll do is I'll move my men out of the settlement for this turn, and if Dunamar does not break my alliance next turn, I'll consider just occupying the settlement and investing in at least enough to keep public order. Okay, who needs to stay here? These scouts I can send north. And then I'll just have this fellow in here, and this guy was going to join. That's good enough for now. Oh, we've got some bowmen we can recruit. Anybody in here to recruit? Nope. Okay, we're going to build a tower right here. And then I'm going to send him over here into Rune's territory to see if I can recruit somebody. I can probably get the slingers over here. So I'll go ahead and hire these mercenaries and send them north. I'm not going to trespass on the dwarves' territory. I'll be careful about that, because I want to keep getting money out of them. And every time you trespass over somebody's territory, it reduces how much they like you, which reduces how much money you can get from them. So I'm carefully avoiding that issue. I can get just inside of Ruin right here. Dang. Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't want to stay in their territory. They might be provoked to attack my man. That would be a bummer. Thought I would have enough movement points to get back out. And I don't even have anybody for me to recruit here, so that was unfortunate. Well, we're just batting 1,000 this turn. Let's see here. They can use these 2 more men. And that's all the men I need to send there. The rest of these guys can start going north. Everybody will be headed to Belgant. And when I think about it, I think what I'm going to do is secure the Sea of Ruin before I even set a army out there to capture this island. So that way I can be sure I'm not risking losing a fleet. Or in the alternative, I could simply make sure my fleet is large enough that the AI is not going to attack it, although I'm not sure independent people's fleets, which are essentially pirate fleets, will ever avoid attacking another fleet, even if it's more powerful. Their fleet consisted of 3 ships, so I think if mine consists of 4, I will at least win an engagement if they attack me, or definitely survive it at least. So I'll start building that up while I'm gathering men there. Anybody here? Nope. Okay. So what's to do? Let's see how much longer we have on this. 3 turns. Okay. So we'll start moving our men around. Our scout has moved as much as I want him to.
Awaiting your command.
Let's see. This guy I can move here.
Without delay. No.
I'll have this fellow sit here.
Noble master, without delay.
Hopefully, my king's heir here is actually going to be hidden. So, even if Rune would be inclined to attack me for being on their territory, they might not see where I am. Well,
Sir.
We'll see how much the AI ends up cheating. Oh, Horondor won! They won Ur. Well, that's nice. Very glad to see that. It's always nice when Herod is on the back foot in this area. Makes the campaign more interesting. They aren't trying to attack Far Herod here. And their capital is not under siege. Let's see if Far Herod is at war with anybody. They are at war with Herod, probably because Herod is at war with Horondor, their ally. Well, this is exciting. Any other settlements under siege? Nope. Okay. I may just have this fellow come over here
Your honor.
to keep an eye on these border settlements. Exciting. Okay, and I think we do have a settlement over here to expose.
Sir. Without
Don't remember exactly where it's positioned. Is it way out at the very... No, it's up here. In the previous iteration of this mod, I believe it was called the New Shadow, the settlement was, I think, down at the very arm here, but in this version it's more up here, hidden in these woods. And it is kind of annoying because the independent peoples that live here will often block passage through these little areas. And when you possess this, you can actually set up a fort on either side here and restrict access in either direction, which is a useful thing to do.
Your honor.
Alrighty.
Out of moves.
So then we just got a settlement in here to expose. We've got Hall of Dunlin exposed. They still haven't claimed this mountain settlement. It's kind of weird that they don't do that. I wonder if it would be better for AI Dunlin to have an army already at this at the low mountains, so that they will then be sort of forced to claim this fort as AI right away, because they tend not to give a damn about it. Probably because they're already at war with Rohan, so their priorities are to just handle that war before dealing with the independent peoples on their borders.
Master.
I'm going to send my emissary up here just to see what's going on. Dunlin is on the Rohan side of the ford here, but not a very healthy looking stack. And that stack probably will not survive another turn or two. I'm going to have my other emissary down here near the action as well. This fellow can go expose this settlement over here, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And then there will be just one more settlement in this direction. And keep him right here for now in case I need to talk to Tharbad next turn. Not really close enough to anything to expose any... Oh yes, I can... There's a Dwarven settlement down here that I can expose. Very good. And I'll still be able to get back to the Shire if I need to next turn. That guy was moved already. Let's find some more agents so I can move around. I actually want him to stay there. Okay. Concerned about this stack. It's a good thing I'm starting to concentrate forces in the north here, because there's definitely a possibility that North Rune... Oh yeah, see here? Rune has claimed this independent settlement here. That means North Rune is no longer bordering any independent peoples. So they could very well decide that they want to attack me in the near future. They're still at war with Dale, so that might, as long as they're still at war with Dale, they might decide to concentrate on Dale rather than starting a new fight with me. There's also the issue that Rune may attack North Rune, and that would mean me having to decide who I want to side with. I would definitely side with Rune, I believe, against North Rune. I don't even want to claim any of North Rune's settlements. They're all pretty crap. But Rune's the more likely to survive in that battle, in that war. And I have much worse defensive positions against Rune than I do against North Rune, where I have this... All they can do is attack through this ford right here. And then I've got nice walls on the first city they would come to. Let's find if any of our other men need to be moved around. Okay, I like him where he is. Actually, I don't really like... I don't have any... No, I'm fine with that. That's good. I've got plenty of emissaries around to talk to Untitled if I need that to happen. Let's see. Oh, I haven't exposed this settlement down here. How silly. Thought I'd gotten all the settlements in this area. And still got another one down here to expose. I'll have him headed over there.
Without delay.
Oh yes, I've got this fellow here.
Your Honor.
I want him to come and keep an eye on the settlement.
At once.
May eventually have to take it. That's handy to know. Just three units there. Easy to deal with.
At once.
Yeah, the Bjornings don't have a lot of defenses in this theater. And that's good news for me, since they are high on the probability list for the next faction I'll have to attack. And boy, I'm going to have to get into war with somebody pretty soon if I'm going to keep my audience interested.
Can I be of service? Sir. Your Honor.
Let's move him down a little bit closer
Out of
to the action.
Awaiting your command.
What are you over here doing? Oh, yes, you need to expose Last Bridge.
Without delay.
And where is that settlement? Okay, can I see any features here? Not really. So there's Bree. So right around here would be the Tower of Ammon Soul, I think it's called. So right up in here is, I believe that's where Tardal is. Let me see if I can get close enough. Yep, there it is.
No more moves. your command, noble master. Noble master.
Alright, where do I want this fellow to go? I think I'll have him come down here.
Honor. Moves depleted, sir.
I think it might be a good idea to stop commissioning agents at this point. I've got more than I really need. Alright, that's all the agents. Let me see if I have to move any armies. Don't have to move any armies. So we're ready for the next turn, and that's going to be the end of this episode. So we got a battle in and we got a full turn in. This concludes the 10th episode of the Rhovanion campaign. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment.